I guess Pulsecor is really a culmination of 10 years of effort from a number of different people. But the interesting thing about us is that we are definitely a New Zealand company, very proud of that. Our founder is a clinician based in New York. He's an anaesthetist, and one day in the operating theatre he came across some interesting signals he wanted to look into further. So 10 years ago he brought it back to New Zealand, and since then we've been developing it from that idea, that initial observation really, to where we are today, which is a product ready for market. So I just want to give you a bit of background on why we're doing this. The statistics tell us that 1/3 of people die from a cardiovascular event, stroke, heart attack, or something like that. That's way more deaths than the next causes of death combined. And that's no exception for the people in this room. Our problem, of course, is that we don't know which of us really is particularly at risk of a heart attack or a stroke. It's all very well talking about statistics in general, but what about me? What about you? And traditionally, the way to gauge cardiovascular risk has been to measure blood pressure. So if you've been to your GP recently, they will probably have taken your blood pressure. But blood pressure increasingly is known as a symptom of an underlying cardiovascular disease. So if your arteries are becoming atherosclerotic or hard, or there's something else going on, that's what's driving your blood pressure up and down. There's really no way of measuring how stiff your arteries are easily up until now. So traditionally you'd go to an echo, go to the hospital, get an echo done, or perhaps an MRI, or there's something called a tonometry system. It's around $20,000 and pretty difficult to use, so your GP won't have that. Our technology essentially replaces all that, and over the last 10 years we've shown that it's easily as effective as the radial tonometry systems, which have essentially the best chance of giving you an idea of your real cardiovascular risk. I guess our vision is to show that our technology is not just as good as in terms of technology, but it's as easy to use. And if you've come by before this, or if you want to come by after, you'll see that it's just like taking a blood pressure cuff. You put a cuff on, push a button, you get your blood pressure, and you also get information around your arterial stiffness and a few other things that we can generate as well. So our vision really is to see this technology wherever you find blood pressure, whether that's in the hospital, in your operating theatre, and hopefully you'll never meet it there, or in your home, in your dining room table, wherever you find blood pressure. The idea for us is that if we can widely spread the technology for measuring arterial stiffness, we can widely manage arterial risk or cardiovascular risk much better than has been to date. So we've got a couple of objectives as a company. Obviously, we need to make money and hopefully really benefit the New Zealand economy, but also because of the founder's mentality, a medical doctor, he really wants to make a difference in widespread cardiovascular risk screening. So if you do want to find out more about us, please visit our web. We've got a device down there. Come and have a look. Get your arterial stiffness measured. If you drink red wine today, your arterial stiffness will be a little lower. So that's just a hint. And hopefully, as I say, if you have any interest about finding out more about us, I'd be really pleased to talk to you. So thanks very much for having me along.